My name is Michael Brian Pargo. I am here at 242 Steinbach, Family Services and Housing. So let's go see Family Services and Housing and see if they say that they're not housing. 24, floor 2, room 242, 323 Main Street, Steinbach. It's weird that they can say that they're not housing, but it's still up there. Some people just don't know, she says. Some people just don't know. I wonder why they wouldn't know. Right to press, right to redress government. .242 access. 242. 42 close for lunch.
Okay. No, sorry, continue. Hi.
Hi.
You're Ryan.
That's correct.
Hi, Brian and Belinda.
Oh, hi, Belinda. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to put a face to the name.
You as well. I am recording this. This is a consensual conversation between us, so it's kind of the right to redress my government, what have you. So how come I haven't seen a supervisor till today?
So that's a fact. And Kayla hasn't responded since like 6 o'clock yesterday evening. And I understand she doesn't work late, but she says this is supposed to be fast-tracked and important, and she hasn't even responded to the fact that she received any information from me. So I've sent the information. She hasn't even responded to tell me that she received it, and she's not answering.
Kristen Platnoff.
Hi, you've reached Kristen Platnoff at Eastman Child and Family.
204-346-6390. That was January, February, March 24th at 6:31. Oh, sorry, at 8:54 a.m. It was 6 minutes and 31 seconds long.
Recorded the conversation, and maybe I enforced my freedom of speech too much with her, and I gave her a middle finger. Maybe she's really upset, and her bum is hurt that I gave the middle finger, and she wants to take away my children because I have freedom of speech. And I don't really know where my kids are right now 100%, and I don't want to go to the school and get in trouble. So it's been kind of a long night, you know.
8:30 and 8:54 in the morning. Kristen Platnoff.
Trouble.
I mean, I've talked to you once on the phone, but shouldn't this part of the government be helping me get my kids back? I understand that I don't have a contract with Tiffany right now.
So
I don't
Tiffany
have
is your assigned worker.
I understand, but
Yeah.
she's not responding.
She's off today, which I think she told
Yeah,
you, right?
well, remember I asked for a supervisor like on the I asked Kayla Penner for one on the 23rd, and I think I called and made multiple asks for supervisors on the 24th of March. I've been waiting a long time to talk to supervisors.
Right, did Eden not communicate to you that they had asked us to wait and not respond?
I wasn't sure what they meant. All they said is like, they didn't say wait for what. They just said
Yeah, they had asked us not
to wait
call
for
you.
what. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, well I was calling before that. It took days for me to get to put into Eden. I was like a week asking for a supervisor.
So you and I talked, I think, the day before you.
I made you talk to me.
I think I called you.
Yeah, I had to make sure that you listened to me. You could have probably, if I didn't make you probably would have hung up on me like everybody else, but you didn't. You're the one person who doesn't end up hanging up on me.
I did, but I didn't, and I don't want to cut this conversation short either, but I do need to tell you that I don't have a lot of time today.
Sure.
So
I've been waiting a long time anyway, so what's a little more?
So And I do want to tell you that your point of contact does need to be Tiffany. She's going to be the worker assigned.
Okay.
And she's going to be the one trying to help you
With what?
with planning for your
Planning.
children to return to your care.
Okay, well, man, they've been in their care for a long time. How is it you don't have any paperwork yet? Are you guys that
You
slow?
were served.
Served.
You
Yeah,
were
it says
served the paperwork.
it says I'm going to go to court someday. And then legal aid got involved and said you don't have to go to court right now.
For that immediate first court date.
Okay,
Right?
so
then now you have a
what's
lawyer.
on the agenda?
Have you talked to your lawyer
Yes.
about that?
Yes.
So then what did your lawyer explain to you?
You didn't tell them anything.
No,
That's what my lawyer explained. My lawyer explained that all they know is you have a problem with videos. So I said, okay, I'll take down the video down that Kayla Penner talked about.
So Tiffany wants to have a conversation with you about what the concerns are. Right?
Tiffany
and then to plan
could put in-
resolving them.
Tiffany could put in a coffee break to talk to me, but she doesn't.
So Tiffany tells me that she communicated to you that she was going to connect with you tomorrow.
That's correct, but I'm not here to connect with Tiffany. I'm here to connect with you guys and getting my children back. I don't know who Tiffany is and where she's from.
So Tiffany is on my team,
Okay,
and she's going to be your worker.
she's on your team.
She's on my team.
So you're the leader of the team?
So I'm her supervisor.
So I'm here talking to the supervisor today, not just Tiffany. You would know more than Tiffany, and if I'm going to I'm a 6 or a 7 number right now, and you're a 9 or 10 or 11 right now. So rather than go through the people who don't respond to me,
So Tiffany has responded to you.
yeah,
And
she said
Tiffany-
she said she's going to get back to me about my car, because the only thing we've discussed is me fixing a car.
So we're starting with where you're at, Brian, right?
Okay,
So,
then let's start with where I'm at.
but that's not a
I'm here.
conversation you and I are going to have today.
Okay, I'm supposed to have it with Tiffany whenever she gets back to me, when she feels like
So
it.
she's going to connect with you tomorrow, and you can
About
set
my
up-
car, yes.
When you
We've
have her-
discussed
when
what
you
we're.
have her on the phone.
We've already discussed what we're going to discuss.
Okay.
The car. Is there something else she's going to discuss?
She's
with me?
going to want to talk to you about the agency worries
Okay.
and make a plan with you.
Do you know the agency's worries?
We're not going to talk about them today, Brian.
It's a question. I'm here to redress my government. Do you know the government's concerns in my case? Come on. You don't want to talk, but I'm here to redress my government. I won't even look at you if it upsets you. I'll look away from you and you can talk to me. And just answer a few questions. You're a supervisor. Do you know the concerns in the case? Do you want to take it into your office so we can have this conversation?
Brian,
I haven't
I've
entered
already
into an
told you.
agreement with you. No, other than a consensual conversation. There's no agreement made between anybody here. Where's my paperwork?
you were served.
No, I
That
was told to come to court. For what?
That package contains the information. So that
No, it contains no information. It says you have taken my kids and you have an open case. That's the only information it has.
It explains the reasons why your children were apprehended.
Oh yes, I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And so
And
Tiffany
you,
will
I
want-
went to, I went to Eden Mental Health Care Center. They let me out. What else do you need?
That's what Tiffany wants to talk to you.
No, I already know what else you need. I want you to admit it. Instead of Tiffany, I'm asking you. Stop talking about Tiffany. You're the one who's supervisor. What else do you need?
We're not going to have that conversation.
Why
today,
not?
because that's a conversation you need to have with Tiffany. She's
Tiffany
your worker
doesn't.
assigned,
You're the
and she's the
supervisor.
one that's going to be planning with you, Brian.
Can we take it into your office where it's
No,
quieter?
I don't have. We're not having.
You
this
don't
conversation.
have? Yeah, we're not. We are having this conversation. You're denying reality
Is
is
there
what you're
anything
doing.
else that you
Yes,
wanna
I'm
ask?
redressing my government.
So, if there's anything else you wanted to ask me,
It's the same questions you haven't answered yet.
medical.
That's it.
I'm
It's the
giving
same
you
questions you
an
haven't
answer
answered.
today.
No, you haven't given me an answer today. You avoid answering.
You don't like my answer.
It's not an answer. I don't like the fact that you're not answering. Say it properly.
You don't like the fact that I'm not answering the question you're
There you
asking.
go.
So I answered it
Mhm.
by saying that you're going to have that conversation with Tiffany. She's
Yes,
the worker
I've had the
assigned.
conversation with Tiffany. Do you know what she needs? I will tell you what she needs. She needs me to have a safe place to stay. Only problem is I had to leave it. So now the only concern is that I have a safe place to stay, which is why I'm here for EIA to set in motion those things so that I will have a safe place to stay. Only problem is they won't deal with me here because they won't set me up with housing in Steinbach or the Brokery, and they won't set me up with housing anywhere else in those areas because they say, even though it says housing downstairs, they don't do it. And Winnipeg doesn't have access to those buildings.
That's not my area, Brian. So I
It
can't
should
speak
be.
to
It's
that.
family housing.
But I think you spoke with someone here.
No, they're telling me to go back to Winnipeg where I've already been.
Well, it's
Yes.
not child and family, so I can't speak to that.
Are you Child and Family?
Yes.
You're Child and Family Services?
Yes, I am.
So what's it say downstairs on the sign?
Brian, that's an old sign that hasn't been updated. So in this building,
Nothing's
there's
been
a number
updated in
of-
this place.
In this building, there's a number of departments. So Tiffany and I are going to work with you on resolving the worry and having your kids return to your care.
Yeah, your worries are that I'm mentally unwell. You've made it clear, have you not? Have you not
Did I
asked
say that
me?
to you ever?
Has Child and Family Services asked me for a mental health care assessment? Yes or no?
Brian, did I say to you, I'm currently worried about your mental well-being? Did I say that to you?
Has it been said by Child and Family Services?
Are we having a conversation or are you having
No,
like,
you're
a
not
sit-down?
answering questions. We're
What
not
is
having.
that?
We're having half a conversation, and you're ignoring me. So why should I even look at you? You're not even paying attention to
So
the
then
questions
maybe
coming
we
out of my
should
mouth.
end
Sure. What are your concerns?
That's a
I'm-
conversation you and Tiffany are going to
I've
have.
had the only conversation she wants to talk about is a car. she won't talk about anything else.
Conversation. So that might be the
Is
starting
it
place.
videos?
That
Is it
might be
because
the
I was mean to
starting
Kayla Penner? Kayla Penner is a fool.
So that might be the starting place because that's the immediate need, right? You need somewhere to be.
Do you know better than the mental health care professionals who held me for 30 days? Are you going to figure something out that's smarter than them?
I don't know why you're asking that question.
It's a pretty... Do you think you'll figure something out better than them? Because if there's something more you need, I'm here to have a conversation about it. Not
I know
with
you're here, Brian,
not
but-
with people who ignore me. Tiffany, Kayla, they ignore me. You're the
Tiffany's
only
not
one. You just ignore questions. This is why I made you talk to me.
Tiffany's not ignoring you. She wants to set a time to meet with you, and she wants to have that conversation with you.
I
She
tried to
does.
set up a time to meet with a supervisor weeks ago, and yet I was out. I was not in Eden Care for a week, and I was asking for
So I'm just
supervisors
going to
and
explain to you what the
visits.
process is. So the,
I'm not interested in your processes. You do your job. I'm here to redress you.
I am doing my job. The reason you're not
I'm here
speaking
to
to a
redress you.
supervisor is because your point of contact with the agency is your worker.
It was
So any
Kayla Penner. What
conversation-
happened with Kayla Penner? Where is
So
she
Kayla
right now?
Penner is an intake worker.
Where is she right now? I should have a right to redress her too.
So Kayla Penner is an intake worker.
Good for her.
Your
I'm an
involvement-
unemployed person.
So your involvement is now at ongoing services. Which
Okay,
is why
I should still have a
Tiffany-
right to redress my government.
Which is why Tiffany's assigned. So Tiffany wants to work with you, Brian. You need to allow that opportunity for her to have
I am
that conversation
trying.
with you.
I showed up here, but they only work when they want to.
I think she
and you
already
only
told
answer
you,
the
but
questions that you
But she
want
already
to.
told you she's available to connect with you tomorrow.
About the car.
That might
She-
be where you're starting, but
Why would she not have a conversation any other time about other stuff? I'm so available for conversation. How can she not make a phone call, meet me in person? Like,
but were you? Like you just
What do
got
you mean?
released yesterday.
for what about the week I was asking for some supervisor? What about the hour and a half you spent on the phone with me and still I didn't get an actual meeting?
You and I had that conversation
Barely.
on the phone.
Barely.
I listened to you.
Yes, you did.
I listened to you.
But did you answer all the questions today? Do you ignore questions constantly with me? Tell me that you can't answer, you don't have the answers, somebody else is going to have answers.
I totally understand that you don't like my answers. That's fair.
Yesterday.
I need you to work
my
with
friend
Tiffany.
phoned.
And
I'm
Tiffany and
trying.
I will be collaborating together.
I'm trying, but Tiffany hasn't discussed anything with me. Nothing.
But you just got out yesterday.
I've been trying to talk with her regardless of
But
when
she
I
talked-
got out.
but she
The
met-
time I got out doesn't matter. I tried to contact her.
But she spoke with you at Eden.
Well,
she was
yes,
the one
and
on
you
the
know what
call.
she was told?
No,
What
no,
was she
that
told?
would
I have a
been
clean
very
mental bill of health
Yeah.
by the doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals.
Yep.
Okay, so why aren't we
Okay.
discussing that?
Yeah.
She is going to want to discuss that with you.
Why didn't we during that call? Why didn't she say anything further? Why didn't she talk to me yesterday when I called? Why did I get a text message and said, why is she not available today? Because she's off?
She's off.
This should have been fast tracked a long time ago. Yes, it should have been.
No.
17.2 was filled out at Bethesda. Don't tell me no. That's what you guys asked for, was 17.2 in the form. It got filled out Bethesda. The doctor sent the note.
So you've resolved the worry around your mental health.
That's the only reason you had to keep my children,
We didn't
was my mental health assessment.
we didn't have a conversation with you about the agency worries, right?
Yes, you
At that
did,
time.
outside my house. Kayla told me all about the worries.
Kayla asked you for
No, she told me every worry she had.
Okay,
I
so-
recorded it.
Okay, so that conversation had more than your mental health.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
The concerns were videos.
What about the videos?
Making videos and having my child hold my camera.
So there was more to that.
Not from Kayla.
So Tiffany will want to talk to you about it, Brian. She will. And the two of you together.
How
can
long
talk
has
about-
it been since we started the conversation?
Since who started the conversation?
Regarding videos. The conversation started March 23rd. When Kayla showed up, she started talking about videos. I listened to her. That's all she had to say. I listened to everything she had to say. I may have been rude, but I listened to everything she had to say. I did everything she demanded.
I think you've been sharing a lot about how you feel.
No, this
about-
isn't feelings. This is recorded. Don't bullshit me. This isn't feelings. This is recorded, and it's now on social media for public knowledge.
Right.
Anyone can see everything she said.
So when you record, do you notice that a lot of the recording is you talking?
Is that this entire conversation
A
here?
lot of it, right? A lot of it is
Because
you
I have to make you listen to me,
Right.
and I ask questions. It's you ignoring questions, isn't it? Hasn't a lot of this been recording, being you ignoring questions that I ask? Have you been telling me to talk to somebody else and you refusing to answer the questions? Has that been part of this recording as well?
What I'm telling you is, for that reason, you might not be able to hear what the worries or the concerns were that were
I don't care.
communicated, right?
The truth is out there. Maybe, maybe not. Feelings, not. Don't bullshit me with feelings and maybes. It's recorded. It's out there. There's a reason why we have a right to redress our government. There's a reason why you guys stick cameras everywhere in places like this, to protect yourself.
I don't think there's a camera in here.
Well, I'm kind of surprised, actually. I don't really see a camera in here, but that doesn't take away our right to free press and our right to redress government and our right to print what we record.
I haven't asked you to stop recording.
I know, I appreciate that.
Okay.
I didn't try to make it sound like you did.
Okay.
But
Fine.
Kayla tried to stop me, but
Okay. I mean, I don't like being recorded. I don't
Most
think it's
people
helpful
don't.
to conversations, but
it's helpful when you capture the truth and people ignore you. When you can capture the government ignoring your questions over and over again, and then they try to tell you it's just you talking, when really a lot of it is you trying to get the same question out without getting an answer. It's important.
so how do we move forward now? You're gonna
Well,
have a
we
conversation
move forward
with
with Tiffany.
Yep. You're gonna have a conversation with Tiffany.
Yeah.
About the agency worries, and start to make a plan together on how we can have your kids return to.
Well,
your care.
I'm here to try and get housing, and again, the Winnipeg Raleigh Street they have no ability to put me into housing in Steinbach. They have no ability to put me into housing in La Broquerie. And Roseanne, who does the intake for these for applications, refuses to take my application because I'm Crystal's ex. I will be taken into don't shrug, I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not
you can
denying
accept.
that that's the truth. All I'm saying
I'm taking it
is
to the
that
residential
I can't do
I know
anything,
that
right?
you can't do anything
Right.
about that. I will be taking that to the residential tenancy board. So it's not a shrug, it's a matter of fact. It's in text.
The
Now
shrug-
it's in email.
The
Yeah, I
shrug
mean,
is only that I can't,
I'm not trying to be
I'm
mean,
sadly
sorry.
can't help you with
Yeah,
that,
and you
right?
do have a lot to do today, and I think you've actually managed to address everything I had to say. So thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. I'm just going to hit stop.